This is the classic series for December of 2013.
Okay.
Okay, so
that's good. Yeah.
now one of Ed. Obviously, this isn't Ed because he hasn't started harassing me yet, but he will soon. This is the founding father. I guess that's what it is. No, the founding gentleman, my father, Paul Calcairn Sr., who founded the wine. Look at the camera, by the way.
I
Look
was
around
the
ground.
founder. The founder.
Okay,
right?
you
The
found
founder.
us, right? Okay.
Conceived of the idea.
So, okay, when you talk, Mom, the camera picks it up. Thank you. So, this is.
I hope he splices that out.
Anyway, one of the things that he's going to complain about, so I'm preempting this, is that we don't have a sparkling wine and a fortified wine in December this year.
That's right. Why
Because
did
you
you
did that
do
all the time. Because when you were selling and
Yeah.
we sold through the fairs, I could tell the guy at the counter, hey, don't forget, in December you're going to get sparkling wine, fortified wine, the dessert. If you don't like them, we can send you something else. Well, we can't do that anymore when we sign up through the internet and through the mail.
That's
So-
a lame excuse.
Well,
if
it's
you ask
the
me.
valid one. So the question is, it's so lame. What do you think the 40 years ago the selections of the Wine of the Month Club were? Obviously, they were sparkling wine. I think, you know which one it was?
They were
40 years ago, 1973.
40.
4-0.
Chateau Malaga.
Oh, you're kidding. Here it is.
How about that? And it won't sparkle now, but it's there.
This is the 19. Look, you know, Mom, this is recording. Okay? You can't laugh. I'll have to send you out. This is the.
I
This is the
challenge you to
exact.
leave that in. I challenge
Dude,
you.
this is the 40 years ago selection of the Central Malaga.
Right.
You want to taste it?
No, no. And the story about that is our store was in Malaga Cove Plaza in Palos
Right.
Verdes Estates, and therefore we named it Chateau Malaga.
All right, we're going to taste it first. Now, the crazy thing about
This
what's
is the
going on.
classic series.
This is the classic series, 2013, December. The crazy thing about wines these days is that you can't get a name. You can't get Napa this, Valley that, Oak Ridge, Oak this. There's all taken. So now they have to use all these crazy names.
Oh,
That's why we have
is that why all those turn up that way?
2011.
Tommy Juice?
No, Mommy Juice.
Oh, Mommy Juice?
What do you think that is? Because Mommy comes home from a hard day at work, taking care of the kids, coming home, got to make dinner.
Can't believe
And she
that.
needs her glass of 2011 Chardonnay, and that's the Mommy Juice.
And you're featuring that?
featuring it. It's
With
good
that
wine.
name. Let's see what it's like.
This is a wonderful Chardonnay.
Oh,
with
beautiful
wonderful
nose.
fruit nose.
Beautiful nose.
Isn't that great?
And Paul, great color too.
You know, there's not too much oak. Got great balance. Now, the Mommy Juice is actually the alternate white wine this month, and it sells for $15.99 on the shelf. You can get more for $6.99.
It's got great Chardonnay character.
Isn't it? It's got wonderful acid balance, isn't it?
Very well balanced. Very well balanced. Hey, I haven't lost my touch, Paul.
Well, we're hoping for that. So $6.99 to me, this is a 94. Great value, and for you mommies out there, great opportunity to,
Can't believe that.
let's do the around the whites. Let's do the whites. Now, this one blew me away for a couple of reasons. One is I try to do older vintages of white wines,
Yeah.
but this is an 09.
Rinse.
We don't need another rinse. It's Chardonnay, and this is a 2009 Duck Pond
Fresh.
from. But it's so to me, isn't it French? He said fresh, but it's very French to me.
Well,
It reminds me of
no, I call it fresh.
the, right. It's still, and an 09 has, to me, developed very elegantly, actually.
I'm surprised it has that freshness to it being an 09. It's
It's-
quite nice.
It's Oregon.
Quite nice.
And it's actually, wine sells for $19.99 at the winery still, this current vintage. We can sell you more for $6.99. And as reluctant as I am to do older vintages, because people are going to say, oh, it's a 09, this was so good I had to just
Oh,
feature it.
no. I'm amazed how fresh it tastes for something that's 4 years old already.
And I give this one a 96. Yeah, I give it a 95. I'm going to save 96 for later
I
wine.
would concur on that. I would venture to say this is a wine that will still age.
It'll still age.
It's a classic example of whites having the ability to age. Delicious.
Now, can I ask you a question?
What?
Do you feel bad that you charge, I only made $2.50 an hour when I worked at the liquor store?
No, because that's what the pay scale was at that time, and that's all you got.
No, I think Larry Wardzala got 350.
No, well,
Huh?
Larry
Or
worked
whatever.
harder than you.
My first job. You remember the first job he gave me was to drive the Wine of the Month Club selections around,
That's right, in boxes.
and I burned out the clutch in the truck.
Oh man, forget that. Forget those days.
And that's when you got rid of those big vans, and you got the Courier that had all the fancy
Boy, that's dark.
attachments. This is good wine.
That's really aged. How old is that, Paul? What are we looking at?
This is a 2011, actually, and it's Diamante River. But what's cool about this wine is, and this is happening a lot, this is Cabernet. I love the nose of this wine, but it's actually a Bordeaux blend. They brought it over in a bladder from Argentina.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Big vinyl bladder.
And then bottled it here.
And aged it in Napa.
Really?
So is it domestic or imported?
Really? It's imported. It's imported.
I love
I'm
this.
surprised at the color of this. It's got a lot of aging character in the color. What year again?
It's an 11. I just love this wine. Isn't that great? It's even Bordeaux-like, isn't it?
It is. Wait a minute, I've got to rinse again. So you don't want. I won't talk.
I need you to talk.
Yeah, but I mean, I
But
won't.
I'm not asking your opinion. This actually seems like an off bottle.
I'm amazed. It has a brick color, but it also has a purple color. It's a combination of the two. It's amazing.
So, to me, it's Bordeaux-like because it is Cabernet. I think Merlot is Cabernet Franc. And yes, it's got some wonderful brick edges, but it also has a wonderful depth in the middle, isn't it?
It has matured beautifully.
I really like the wine.
It's at its. I would say that it's at its peak.
Yeah, it is. It is peaks, and don't forget 6 months earlier in South America when they pick their grapes and they get them over here. Now I'm looking at baby back ribs with this myself,
I would like
or
that.
shish kebab. You want to put shish?
Shish kebab.
Okay, good.
Yeah, much more than shish. A good lamb shish kebab.
A good lamb shish kebab that maybe we would have gotten in Cairo or something.
Right. No. In
He's from-
Istanbul.
He's from Cairo.
Istanbul.
This is the Diamante Red. It's Cabernet Merlot. It sells for $18.99 on the shelf. You can get more from us at $7.99, and I think you're gonna find it very intriguing. And it's kind of a cool story to say, the wine was produced in Argentina, delivered to Napa Valley, aged in oak in Napa Valley, and then bottled here. So
It's a buy. It's a real buy.
this is a 95.
Yeah.
Maybe I should
Great
say
nose.
that without my nose in the glass. It's a 95. What do you think? Don't concur with me. I don't want you to concur with me. You always concur with me.
Well, no. Who taught you everything? Well, I have to come around and give it to you.
Look at what he
I
brought
do
me.
that right now.
My dad brought me this. It says 2 PDK. My middle name is David, after his brother. This used to be hanging in my office for many years. Thought you would like to have it. For some reason, he thinks everything that was in his office, I should have in my office.
It's the way I get rid of my junk. Wait
But
till you.
it is a great saying because we use it all the time, and that is there are 3 types of people: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what happened. And I see a lot of that around. But also the other one that was really good in your office that I have somewhere is the Calvin Coolidge's "Persistence is Omnipotent."
Oh yes.
There's educated derelicts. There's plenty of them. And all.
Right.
persistence in
I
itself
I've
is-
forgotten that one. That's a good one.
Well, that
too.
wasn't very persistent of you, was it?
Well, my office was full of those things. Where do you think I learned it all from?
I don't know where you got this junk, and I'm getting all your junk.
Now what are we doing?
This is the Stonegate Field Blend, which is again a Cab Merlot, Cab Franc, I think, but it's an actual field blended wine, which means, as we know, that they don't make the wines and blend them in the lab. They take all the grapes out of the field and they blend them in the field.
They blend the grapes in the field, which
then
is
they
a
crush
very,
it.
a very interesting way, and it's done. It's done in France.
Yeah,
that
it's a
way.
very
Right.
it's an old school way, but it definitely creates different complexities to me.
Totally different.
Right?
Totally
And
different.
this is we were really fortunate to get this because they are changing their label. This is a $25 wine on the shelf.
It's Stonegate's old label.
Yeah, and they're changing their label.
Stonegate's a great
Great wine.
outfit.
So much going on in that.
Fresh. Beautiful.
Isn't that great?
Beautiful. That has some aging potential too.
Yeah, it's got lots of acid in it, and it's the thing about it is, really a $25 wine. They make it like a $25 wine. It sells for $25, and we're able to sell it to you for more of it if you want it for $7.99, which often leads me to believe I'm a lousy businessman.
No.
I'm not.
You're a good buyer.
I'm a good buyer. That's a good point. I appreciate that. Hey, that's the. This is a '96 for me, and that's the classic series for December 2013. We'll see you on the flip side, Dad. Huh?
Yes.
You gonna change your shirt?
I don't have. I didn't bring another one. You don't like the shirt? You want it in burgundy?